most welcome to Historiespanarna, History Reconnaissance, and 5 US soldiers, 1 speeder, Germany 1945. So, what are these soldiers up to? You will soon find out. Anyways, this story also brings me back, in time and uniform, to the late 1970s, but I will get back to that. Well, this is spring 1945 in Germany. It's near the end of the war, and the men from the US Army Signal Corps battalions have played a massive role, establishing wire communications across France, Belgium and into Germany, laying over 5,000 miles of field wire between D-Day and late 1945. I remember carrying a cable drum on my back in deep snow in the forest, and another guy of the team using a long pole to hang the cable on the branches of trees as we stumbled along, connecting the companies of our supply battalion on a field exercise. But hey, who am I to complain? That was in peacetime as a conscript soldier. Not like these guys, having pulled their cables across Europe in combat, not knowing if they would make it to the next day. They sure deserve this easygoing trip on a speeder, with peace and victory on the horizon. As the army moved into Germany, Signal Corps units were responsible for managing captured enemy communication networks and building new, long-range telephone and teletype lines. As the army moved into Germany, Signal Corps units were responsible for managing captured enemy communication networks and building new, long-range telephone and teletype lines. Another memory of mine is climbing telephone poles, like these guys with pole climbing shows. Holding on for dear life, not wanting to fall back, still attached to them and breaking my ankles. The cable drum attached to the speed is a DR-15, drum reel 15, probably holding an insulated field telephone wire W110, with an insulated rubberized outer jacket, designed to be durable, not lightweight, weather resistant, electrically reliable, insulated to prevent signal loss and quick to deploy. The Corps saw a heavy influx of personnel by 1945. It was one of the first Army Service Forces agencies to use high percentages of women's Army Corps members as technicians. Many units continued to operate throughout 1945, transitioning from combat support to managing communication infrastructure for occupation troops in cities like Munich and Frankfurt. By the end of 1945, the Signal Corps had largely shifted to maintaining occupation networks and preparing for the long-term presence of US forces in Europe.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.